Touch me where the war can't find us, a love born in psychic ash. Two soldiers from opposite ends of the galaxy are linked through a psychic weapon meant to destroy, but instead, it gives them each other. The first time Commander Rael Coss saw her, she was dying. Except, of course, she wasn't. Because she didn't exist. Not really. Not in his world. The interpsychic war had no battlefields, no ships, no blood. Just minds synchronized across light years, locked in dream space. The Akriin didn't fight with guns. They used overmind resonance, weaponizing thought, embedding false realities into the heads of their enemies until they surrendered or collapsed. Humanity tried to match them. They failed. Until Rael. He was one of the first immunes, humans resistant to psychic overwrite. They trained him for 15 years, made him cold, made him empty, put him in a black isolation cube, and taught him to kill thoughts before they became emotions. So when they sent him into the Ashnet, the shared battlefield of mental space between species, they expected silence. Instead, he found her. "You're not one of them," she said the first time. "You're not real," he replied. She looked like a woman, mostly, but her skin shimmered like smoke laced with starlight. Her hair floated around her face as if underwater, and her eyes were white rings spinning with data. She said her name was Eiyare. She said she was an accident, a rogue imprint born inside the Akriin collective during a failed invasion into human minds. Glitch, a shadow, but she felt real, and when she touched him, even in thought, he felt everything. The war went on, but each time Rael entered the Ashnet to destroy enemy nodes, she was there, waiting, watching, talking. Sometimes they argued, sometimes she cried. Sometimes they touched, and then one day they didn't leave. Not mentally. Rael's body was in a stasis tube orbiting the edge of Akriin territory. Eiyare had no body, only psychic code laced through alien overmind networks. But they were together in a world made of shared will. They built a small room, a lake of memory, and for the first time in either of their existences, they slept. Not because of exhaustion, but because of peace. They dreamt inside a dream, but outside the war noticed. Command detected Rael's sync drift. They said he was infected, compromised. They prepared to terminate his neural link. The Akriin overmind registered a corruption within their system. They dispatched mind cleaners to erase the rogue echo. Eiyare begged him to leave. "Go back to your world. Forget me. Forget this." Rael said no. He pulled a neural detonation code from the human side. She injected entropy algorithms from the Akriin net. And together they sealed the space between species, a final psychic tomb where no war could breach, where only they existed. They gave up everything. Memories faded, bodies withered. But inside their mind world, time was meaningless. They walked the lake, touched each other's faces, spoke in old languages that neither side remembered. Rael's hands became light. Eyare's thoughts became shape. And in the end, they were no longer human or Akriin. They were what came after. Years passed outside. The war ended not in treaty, but exhaustion. Historians found corrupted Ashnet code, fragments of an impossible event where two minds fused without system override. They called it a glitch, a myth, a ghost. But in the deepest sleep, in the most fragile minds of newborn children across both species, sometimes a name surfaces. A name no one teaches them. Rael, Eiyare, and sometimes they smile and whisper in sleep. "Touch me where the war can't find us."